All right, so this is an 11th gen DIY on the manual transmission fluid change. This is the first one I'm doing. It's about 28,000 miles in this car right now. It's a 2023 Civic Sport hatchback with a 2.0 liter manual transmission. First thing you're gonna wanna do, which you already see I've done here, is get your car on jack stands and make sure all four corners are level. So if you wanna know in detail how to get your 11th gen Civic on jack stands like this, check out the video and link in the description below. So this is an aftermarket intake. This is a PRL HVI. And if you do have the factory airbox, I believe you have to just remove the airbox portion of it to get to the fill plug. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you can crack that fill plug loose and get access to it so that you can fill oil before you drain all the oil out. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but if you look down, that right there is a 3/8 hex square recessed plug. You're going to stick a 3/8 hex drive in, and you can access it actually looking straight down from the PRL intake here. There is enough clearance between this box and the the harness here to get an extension down there and crack that loose. And if you have a real skinny long funnel, you can get away with not removing your PRL intake. Again, if you can see this much daylight on your factory airbox, leave a comment below. If not, you're probably gonna have to remove that portion of the airbox. I will say there's already a video on YouTube about this that's very detailed, and I don't think this video is gonna be any better than it. It's made by a guy named Paul G. I'll leave the video linked in the description below. He does a more in-depth DIY with removing the stock airbox to get this procedure done for the manual transmission fluids. So one thing I will say about this plug is, based on his video and other videos I've seen of people trying to break these loose, it's torqued pretty tight on there from the factory. So if you're sticking a really long extension down there that's like 3/8 all the way down, it's gonna have a lot of twist and torque on it, and it may be a little wonky to try to crack that loose. So what I'd recommend is something like this. This is a 1/2 inch extension. It's 18 inches long, and on the end of it, I go from 1/2 inch to 3/8 here, this impact socket adapter. The advantage to using that 1/2 inch extension is you use a 1/2 inch ratchet here, extendable ratchet if you choose to, or a 1/2 inch breaker bar to crack this loose. But you can see on the bottom of the frame there, I'm gonna feed this through. What I am gonna do is just unplug my mass airflow sensor, since it's right in the way here and I don't wanna damage that wire. As long as you don't start the car, turn your keys on in the car, you won't throw an error code for unplugging that temporarily. Make sure you push down all the way in that plug before you give it the ugga-dugga, and put some pressure down on it. And see, this is with a 1/2 inch breaker bar, and it's still giving me some trouble here. There you go. I decided to pull the airbox out anyway, just to give you guys a better view of what I'm working with here. This is the plug that we got to and cracked loose. That's the fill plug. All right, so when looking underneath your car, your drain bolt is back here. It uses the same 3/8 inch hex drive to crack loose, and it's kind of convenient because it's pointing straight down. A lot of the older generation Honda Civics with the manual transmissions had the plug on the side, so it's sprayed sideways, hit your subframe. I'm sure this is still going to be messy, but it's kind of nice that the plug is straight down, and just throw your oil pan underneath it. But the check bolt on this one's a little interesting. You can see it's paint marked here. It's in between these two here, and it's this one right here. One way you can tell it's that one is if you look close enough, it does have an aluminum crush washer underneath it. So before I drain the fluid, I'm actually going to crack this loose because I've read online that a lot of people reported that on the 11th gen manuals, they overfilled the capacity by a good amount from the factory. So I want to see how much runs out of here before I drop the rest of it, because the Honda manual calls for 2 quarts of fluid exactly when changing this manual transmission fluid. If you have a Type R, it's 2.3 quarts. So we'll do our best to check that, because if I crack this loose and a bunch pours out, then I'll show how much 2 quarts goes into the car and how much comes out of here. So we'll just do a comparison there to see if it is actually overfilled from the factory or not. To crack that loose, that took little to no effort right there. You can see the aluminum crush washer hanging off there. Let's see if we get any. Oh yeah. So this is all that drained out of the check bolt. Really not that much of an overfill. So I'm going to just pour it into the bottle here and see if we can even get a measurement on how much this is. It's about 50 milliliters, so barely anything. Now to go underneath the car and crack the drain bolt loose, I'm going to use the same strategy, but use the 1/2 inch ratchet, extendable ratchet here with the adapter from 1/2 inch to 3/8. Really wasn't too bad. Again, this one does have a crush washer on it. The one on top, the fill bolt, does not. I'm actually going to hold this drain pan up a little closer so I don't make such a big mess here. this is splashing everywhere, of course. Holy cow. Yep. Be warned. This is gonna be a giant mess. Lots to clean up here. Wonder if taking the fill plug out of the top would have helped smooth that out. There we go. A little bit of a friggin' mess to clean up. That's how you learn. See if I can do it smoother next time. So this is the part number of the drain plug crush washer you're going to want to replace. Clean the area good, thread your drain plug back in with a new washer, and torque to 32 foot-pounds. Two quarts of Honda MTF going in. Alright, so as you get close to finishing the second quart, stop yourself and then pop this check bolt. And then now go back up top and start filling the final part of the second quart until that starts dripping out. Alright, so I've put 2 full quarts in and it's still not dripping out, so more than that was definitely in there from the factory. So we're going to go ahead and crack a third quart open and keep pouring in until we see a little bit of fluid coming out. Alright, so it only took a tiny bit extra from that third quart until it started dripping out, so whether you want to purchase a third quart or not, that's up to you. It's debatable if you really need to, but the 2 quart capacity is probably just below the height of that, so it's probably not going to be a problem if you just throw 2 quarts in there. But if you're like me and you want to be absolutely sure and see it drip out of the check bolt, just plan on buying 3 quarts then, and then save the rest of the third one for the next time you do this. Just gonna snug that 10mm up. I did not replace the crush washer just because I didn't have another one of these laying around. Once you're done snugging up the check bolt, just go ahead and tighten your fill plug here back to 32 foot-pounds, just like the drain bolt. And then you put your intake back in and you're all set. Good to go, another 30,000 miles. That's kind of where I'm gonna keep this car at for changing the transmission fluid. I did it at 28,000 just because I'm doing an oil change at the same time. My first time here, so a little early. Many could argue that 30K on a daily on a manual transmission car is too frequent. But it's cheap insurance, keeps the transmission feeling like buttery smooth. So I think 2 quarts of MTF is still under 20 bucks here, 2026 from Honda. So if you could pick it up locally from your dealer. Usually I get all my Honda parts from HondaPartsNow.com, which is the old Majestic Honda out of Rhode Island. Save your order for when you're going to get a bunch of parts, because they do kind of hit you with shipping a little bit, even though shipping anything nowadays is crazy. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys found value in this video. Leave a comment below if you did. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.